Bosnia still lives with the scars of the war, a war that saw more than 100,000 people killed. But it's scenes like this that are frightening people, that another conflict could break out. These are not soldiers marching on the streets, but police officers. Their military-styled presence and weaponry on display in the Republika Srpska, one of the two entities in Bosnia-Herzegovina. It's alarmed Bosnians and Western observers. For 27 years, peace has held in Bosnia, but Serb leader MILORAD DODIK has openly said the Serb-dominated entity should separate entirely from the rest of the country. He repeated it again this week.
We cannot stay in Bosnia and Herzegovina. Bosnia and Herzegovina is not the place for us. Bosnia and Herzegovina is a place that constantly suppresses us.
He's also a close ally of Russian President Vladimir Putin, has openly supported the war in Ukraine and stated his opposition to Bosnia joining the European Union. In East Sarajevo, a part of Republika Srpska, there's Z graffiti supporting Russia's war. The mayor of East Sarajevo plays down any support for Russia despite being a fellow party member and close ally of Dodik.
Ordinary people, will tell you that we are supporting Russians. But if you ask me or other people, are we choosing the war between that people? No, we are for peace.
The war in Ukraine has not gone well for Russia. There's a feeling here that if it had, Bosnia would be facing a secession attempt.
What they expected is that Russia is going to overrun Ukraine in a few days, and then that the front will be extended to the Western Balkans, to Bosnia-Herzegovina, and that they will be able to actually call for a independent Republika Srpska.
European allies have peacekeeping troops stationed in Bosnia under a UN mandate.
We need to be vigilant. I don't expect an immediate spillover here to Bosnia-Herzegovina, but I think the decision we took at that time, at the end of February, beginning of March, to double the size of our troops here, was the right decision. To be vigilant, to be on the outlook, so that we don't have any negative surprises here.
NATO has also maintained a small military presence in Bosnia and says it's in the country to assist Bosnian authorities. Following Russia's invasion of Ukraine, NATO carried out a training exercise with Bosnian forces. People here in Bosnia are worried about statements made by MILORAD DODIK before the general election. A NATO official told us that Russian influence runs deep in Republika Srpska, something the West find difficult to counter. But it's unlikely DODIK will launch a push to separate or start a conflict, especially when his key ally Moscow is tied up in the Ukraine war. Baig, Jazeera, East Sarajevo.